Well, good day, viewers, good day. And today is a nice sunny day again. And I'm at my son's place today, and I've got the zoom on here, so that's why it's moving around a bit more than normal, maybe. You can see straight down between the trees, there's a cruise ship. Great big cruise ship in today. So, hasn't been too many cruise ships yet, but they say there's going to be more than there was last year. So, but it's usually the end of August, September, and October that they really start coming for some reason. But anyway, see that tree there? And the one down past it. There's a little one in the middle, but there's another one down past it. Right down, if I can get my finger in there, yeah, right there. The size of them two trees. Those two trees were planted about 20 years ago. I just took them out of my woods over on the other side here. Holy cats, they've grown. Like I say, they were small enough that we dug them out of the ground and planted them there. Yeah, they wouldn't have been much more than 6 feet tall, maybe, if that. Boys, oh boy, stuff grows quick. Anyway, I'm rambling again now, I guess, so we'll do a quick weather forecast here. And at the moment we are at, see if I can get this in here, 21 degrees. And Fahrenheit-wise, it's 70, I think. I still got the zoom on. I better get the zoom out of there. You zoom, you. All right, now. So today, 25 degrees, mix of sun and cloud. And it's going to be kind of warm today. Might be showers tonight. Oh, look at that. Now there's supposed to be showers on Friday, and they were saying sunny for Friday. People haven't got a clue what they're doing, I don't think. So Saturday is 24 and sunny, and 27 and sunny on Sunday. Monday and Tuesday are looking pretty good too. I kind of was hoping that we'd have a good Friday. Anyway, I think I've got a visitor coming to visit on Friday. Anyway, what I'm doing today is a million different things like I'm always trying to do. And this one I was been going to do for the last 2 to 3 weeks. Now, I don't know if any of you know, or you might know, that I used to plant potatoes. I planted a lot of potatoes at one time. But because of numerous reasons, I kind of got out of doing it. And one is the Colorado potato beetle. Holy cats, I'm telling you, if there's not 1 million of those things in the world, there's about billions and trillions of them. Jumping, they're a nasty old bug for the potato stemlings. Then you get the wireworm that's underground, and that gets into the potatoes. And it just gets a little frustrating, you know. And then because I can't seem to dig potatoes out of the ground like I used to be able to, I kind of gave up on that. If I had a better digger system, I would probably still be doing it. But anyway, today I am going to plant potatoes today. I had some leftover potatoes in my bin, so I figured I might as well plant them. Now, like I say, I was going to do this 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I may be now too late. But what I'm trying to do is be sneaky and maybe fool the Colorado potato beetle bug, and maybe you won't notice that my potatoes are there when they grow up. Oh boy, I killed millions and millions of potato bugs over the years. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plant potatoes. Now, where I'm going to plant them is where I used to plant them, but I haven't planted anything there in 2 to 3 years. And it is all grown up now. So it was tilled in at the start of the summer, but it's all grown over with whatever kind of weed and grass and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not going to till it. I'm just going to plow it a little bit to make a trench, and then throw the potatoes in, and then just plow back over it to cover them up. That's all I'm going to do. They grow, they grow. They don't grow, they don't grow. They weren't going to grow in my potato bin, that is for sure. So I might as well throw them in the ground and see if they grow. Now, I'm not going to get a very big yield out of it if they do grow, but maybe get a couple of dinners out of them, maybe. But yeah, I used to plant. On average, some years I'd dig out 500 or 600 pounds, and upwards of 700, 800, and there was one year that was 1,200 pounds that I dug out by hand. Yeah, and gave them away. Kept a couple of 100 pounds for myself and gave the rest of them away. Anyway, let's get out here and I'll show you what's what here. This could be a long video, and it's going to start and stop a bunch, I guess. So I got to get things set up here. Now, we've got Grunt out here today. Grunt is going to do the work. It always did the garden work. So, and I've got my modified plow on. You'll notice that it sits off to the side more than normal. And all that is a simplicity plow, and I believe it hooks to, I don't know if it hooks to a garden tractor or to a walk-behind tractor. I can't remember. I never did have the tractor part. I just bought the plow off a fellow one day. So I kind of modified it a little bit and it worked good. It was easy to plant potatoes. You'd go along, make a trench. You'd come back along with the box of potatoes and throw them in the trench, and then up and down each side of the trench with the plow, and they were all covered in. It was just as quick as that. So I'm going to see if it works today in the untilled ground. That's the other thing. Now, these are the potatoes I had left over. So what I do is I cut them and then let the skins dry for a while, maybe an hour or so. And that keeps them from going rotten, because they've got a skinned coating over them, in other words. So that's that. So we're going to go down and, like I say, I'm going to have to do some setup to get the camera down there. So it's down, the garden is down on the other side of that playhouse there. So that's where I'm going to be heading to. All right, we'll shut you off for now and I'll get back to you. Yeah, so we're going to make a row right down. We're going to start about there and then go straight down to the end there. That's where I'm going to go. All this green that you see used to be all potatoes. And then there was another garden the same size, just kind of down over the hill there a little bit, just in front of that fence that you can see there, I guess. There's a fence along there. And yeah, there was another garden the same size as that down there. Alright, I'll go get the tractor and the potatoes, and we'll see what happens here. Back in a minute. Alright, I think I got her set up there. We'll see if we can make a hole in the ground to put the potatoes in. you go. We got hole in ground anyway. You've seen me where I pulled some of the sod back up out of the furrow, and then when you go along like that, and I think it's because you go too deep that the furrow will fall back into where you dug it out at. That is surely not what you want in a plowing match. That's always my worst fear when I do the plowing match in August. Is their whole row, and I've seen it, well, they go along and plow out the whole row, and the whole row follow them all the way along and all fall back in. That's the nightmare of a plowman right there. Alright, we're going to go and plant these and we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that didn't work that great, so I'm going to have to do some manual labor. Well, the sod, you really can't do that in the sod, I guess. But in tilled ground, it works not too bad. So I'm going to go back over it again and see if I can cut out the manual labor and see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to shut you off there for now, and then I'll get back to you. Alright, well, that didn't go so good. Anyway, they're kind of underground. So now what I'm going to do is plow on this side of the row I sort of made and cover it over this way. That's what I'm hoping to do. Now whether that'll work or not, I don't know. Like I say, you really got to have tilled ground for doing this foolishness. Anyway, entertainment. That's about all it's for. It's definitely not a how-to. Alright, I'm going to go make one more pass, I think, and that's going to be it. there we go. That didn't work great either, but it worked kind of. So kind of what you can see here is I plowed this way and then I plowed that way. So the potatoes should come up in that grassed area in the middle, if they grow. But anyway, that's the way you start your plow match. You do a furrow this way and a furrow that way. And of course it has to be straight, and you can't see any grass in the middle. That's the idea of that. So, and as you can see, the grass and the thrash, when it gets fetched up in the plow, well, that's about the end of your plowing until you clear it out. And then, as you can see, I'm moving stuff with my hands here. You're not allowed to do that in a plow match either. But people do that, and they get away with it, of course. But some judges are, man, oh man, I'll tell you, they're a serious bunch, the judges sometimes. I know one fellow that wouldn't allow people even to walk on the field. Yeah, it's serious business, and especially, and that's here in Atlantic Canada. Oh, if you were in Ontario or England, where the major plowing is, oh boy, it's regulated very strictly. Anyway, as you can see by my plowing, I don't win anything. I've been plowing down to Dundas Plow Match for about 10 years now with the old Ferguson tractor, a 2-sod plow, and I've had some bad years and some good years. I did get a couple of seconds, I think, and a number of thirds and fourths and a number of lasts. Anyway, I do it for fun. That's my thing. I plow and I like plowing, so. But I did plow out at the other piece of property that I was allowed to use, where I grew potatoes too. I planted or plowed up a field there with this tractor, but the proper 1-sod plow in behind it. And I'm telling you, boys, it just looked like the big fellas. Yes, sir, it worked great. Anyway, I don't know how many's going to be down at Dundas this year. It seems to be maybe dying off again. Years ago, it came to a point where they thought that there wasn't going to be any plowing because nobody was entering. And then I get into it, and my buddy get into it, and other people get into it. And I think a few years ago we had 13 or 14 plowing, so that's a good number. Anyway, there's planting and a mini plow match for you right there today. Grunt worked excellent as always. And Grunt has that nice bull low gear, so you can crawl along and do what you need to do. So now I got to get at the weed whacking, I guess, or something, or go home. I don't know what I'm going to do. So anyway, have a good day wherever yours are at and whatever yours are doing. Goodbye. So here I am at home now, and I'm adding on to this already too long a video. Anyway, I had my ice water in my very nice cup I got from Rick and Donita at Rick's Outdoors. Works dandy. Thanks very much, Rick and Donita. And I just want to say I have to delete one clip that I have in this video because the camera was upside down. So the whole clip, well, it wasn't very long, but just for me driving the tractor down to where I was going to plant the potatoes. Anyway, all upside down. So you're not going to see that one. And what else was I going to say? Oh, I did do some weed whacking. I did probably an hour and a half of weed whacking. And I gotta get cleaned up. Holy cats, it's hot today doing that. So the potatoes are planted. Now whether they'll grow or not, I don't know. But we got a little bit of a plowing lesson there from a below amateur person that does plowing. Like I say, I only do it for fun. Some people get quite serious over it. Like I say, some judges are very serious. They don't want the spectators walking anywhere where the plowing is taking place. So anyway, all judges have their different rules and strictness, I guess, but anyway. So I got to get my plow ready. I haven't got that ready yet to go to Dundas. I got to get that done. I have new points, but I have to weld them together. But I don't think I'm going to get to that, so I do have a new set of points. So I'm going to put them on. Now, the points is another thing for a plowing lesson. Boy, oh boy, I tell you, if you're doing any plowing in a match, you've got to have good points, because if they're worn out, then you're going to be in trouble. For me, anyway, my plow, when I get into the ground and the points are wore out, the plow goes in and it goes out and it goes in and it goes out, and you're always fighting with the hydraulics trying to keep it level, and it can't stay level. It's wanting to come out, wanting to go down, wanting to come out, and wanting to go down. So anyway, I think I'll just probably put the new points on, and maybe this fall I'll get the new points that were given to me welded onto my other worn out points. So anyway, this is getting on again too long. So I probably had something else I was going to say. Anyway, the visitor that I mentioned that's coming tomorrow, I'm fairly sure he's coming. He is a YouTube creator or content maker or whatever you want to call us. So we'll hopefully get to visit him and her. I'm not sure who's coming together, but I know he is coming. Who he's with him, I don't know. So we'll find out tomorrow. So I guess that's going to be it, and like I say, thanks again, Rick and Donita. This is a great cup. Need that water today. All right. That's it. We're going to shut her off there.